Hello, today's lesson is going to be on how to play the GoD Vhellcat way because I don't know what everybody else does. So let's go over our gear. So we have the God 6-piece set. You want to look for better pieces of the gear you currently have. Ancient is usually better than non-ancient. Primal can be tricky, and it is a rare drop anyway. So we have for the speed build, which we use for regular Nephilim rifts and doing bounties, we use the Yang's recurve and the 9th series satchel. We use the Boon of the Hoarder gem, which is maxed at 50. I kept my Taeguk and my Simplicity Strength. We have the Hunter's Wrath belt. On that legendary, under secondary, where it says your primary skills attack 30% faster and deal percentage increased damage, the highest that you can get is 200%. And if you hit the control key, you'll see the white numbers next to the current blue stats. And the white numbers give you the range. So you can see for the legendary, the lowest is 150% and the highest is 200%. And I have a 199, so that's pretty good. So let's see. You can click on details and scroll all the way to the bottom to see what you have active in your Kanai's cube. So for weapon, I have Dawn, which gives me the ability to reduce the cooldown of Vengeance by 65%. I have the Death Digger's Pants and Armor, which gives primary skills that generate resource deal 100% additional damage. And for jewelry, I have the Avarice Band. Each time you pick up gold, increase your gold and health pickup radius by 1 yard for 10 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. This is what I use as a speed build. Okay, so I have my Enchantress, and we're just going to run a regular Nephilim Rift. Now, here are our skills. You probably have number 1 here. I changed it to E just because I have 1 as my health potion. I don't hit the E key often, but that's okay. So there is a trick called the numlock trick. You use the keyboard keypad, the numbers on the right. This is actually number pad 1, and this is number pad 4. So what I'll do is I'll hold down the 1, the 4, and the numlock key, and what it does is that it'll automatically trigger my skills here, the 1 spot, and the 4 spot automatically, repeatedly. So I don't have to worry about pressing those 2 keys, which the less keys that I have to press, the best for me. Okay, so those 2 are going to be going off all the time. And you'll hear her say, you know, it's not ready. You can see up here in the red where it says it's not ready, because it's always, when you numlock it, it's basically spam clicking those 2 keys, and that's fine. Something I don't have to worry about. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, do a Nephilim Rift. Now, I'm going to press the 3 key, which is the Hungering Arrow, to build up my momentum stacks. Now, this is the momentum. You want it at 20. 20 is the fastest that you're going to go. So if I let go, it slowly counts down. So you basically want to hit the 3 key about every 4 seconds to keep it up. So let's go in. Okay. So here we go. I got my stacks up. Now I'm gonna, for me, I'm gonna hold the space bar and then hit my left key so I can spin. Okay. And I'm technically also still holding the 3 key down. Okay. So let's see. Alright. 2 is Vengeance. Okay. Let's see if I can stay still. So I don't have Vengeance activated yet. When you see my character turn like that, it's because she activated a smoke screen. Alright, I'm gonna build my momentum stacks again. Okay, when you activate Vengeance, there you go. You get little horns and you're stronger, you do more damage, and you also reduce damage taken. So usually hit Vengeance when you're up against the harder monsters, so like the blue monsters or the yellow monsters, which are rare and elites. We also try to keep our cooldown high, which is one of the stats. Let's see here. Cooldown reduction at 48%. With this cooldown reduction, with the Dawn and the Cube to reduce your cooldown, basically you could keep Vengeance up all the time. So once that expires, you know, I have Vengeance up right now, but once this becomes available again, I can hit it again. So basically you're running Vengeance almost all the time, which on greater rifts and higher level stuff, that's what you want to do. When we're doing, you know, like bounties and Nephilim rifts, I really don't need to use Vengeance. Okay. So here we go. That's the yellow, that's an elite. And, okay. Let's go back here. Don't forget the arcane dust. Okay. This is the Oculus circle I talked about before. If you stand in this circle, you deal more damage when you're shooting. The circle does move. See, there it is here. So sometimes where it's placed might not work for you. And again, on Nephilim rifts, you really don't need it. It's in graders when you reach higher levels that's going to make a difference. Alright, excuse the explosions. This is a pool of reflection. You increase your experience gained. So your bar here turns gold. Normally it's blue when you're not under the influence of one of those pools. If you die, you do lose that extra XP gain, and this will turn back to blue. Okay. So I keep strafing, which is the left click button for movement. I randomly hit my 3 key to activate my momentum, hungering power, which is also your to regenerate hatred, you need hungering arrow. Let's see what else. And on my right click button, which I don't use too often, is my companion, which for the speed build we use the bat because it helps you regenerate the hatred faster. If I can stay still without having anything attack me. Okay, so, well, there's a spider and scorpion. Okay, so if I do click on my right click, you instantly gain 50 hatred. So if my hatred got down, you know, low and I wasn't regenerating it fast enough, which I am, then I would, hit the right click and it'll instantly give me a little hatred boost. Because that's one thing you don't want to run out of is your hatred, because that's what you use. Alright. Here's a blue, that's a rare. Some people just call the blues and the yellow monsters elites. And you can see the progress bar getting filled up. We're at 99%. Oh, look, there's a pylon. Oh, I'm still gonna touch it. And there's the boss. There he is. There he goes. He's dead. So there's the... So I'm just gonna pick up all the loot. Now I have conduit, so I have that little electricity coming out of me, shooting everything around me, which is fun. So even though the rift is technically done because you've killed the boss monster, on Nephilim rifts, they're still monsters. You can keep, clearing out the floor if you want to. Sometimes I like floors like this, so I don't mind running around because I like my electricity and shooting everything around me. Alright. And you can see on the mini map, so if you go here, you can see on the mini map that pulsing circle. That's where the Rift Guardian has died. So that's where you want to go. If you didn't happen to be there when it showed up and died, that's where the loot would be, which I already had picked up. So I'm gonna pick up all this stuff from here, and now I'm done. Now I do, if you remember, I have numlocked these two skills, and you can't teleport when you're numlocked. So then you're gonna have to press the 1, 4, and numlock key again, and then it deactivates it. So as you can see, it's no longer automatically triggering those skills. I hit T to teleport back to town. And talk to Auric to close it. And it takes about 30 seconds for it to actually close. So while that's happening, I'll go over here to the Book of Cain, get all my unidentified stuff identified. Go here, put this away. Let's see. I don't think I'm keeping anything. Alright, and then I go over here. I automatically go to repair. It's a habit to get into after you do your rifts. Repair your equipment. Go ahead, salvage your items. Remember, click the anvil, click over here, left click the item, and then hit the enter key so you can quickly get rid of these legendaries. Okay. Because my enchantress is wearing the Nemesis bracers, when we hit those pylons, those elite monsters pop out. Let's do another one. So, okay. So before I go in, or before we do a greater rift, we're gonna numlock the 1 and 4. So now it should be numlocked. It'll do it by itself. Yep, so it's not locked. Alright. Go into the rift. I'm going to hit the 3 key. I hear a goblin right now. Sounds are kind of important for me in the game because you can hear goblins. You can hear when you encounter the elite monsters. There's actually a different sound. So I got my momentum to 20. I'm going to hit my space bar and my left click. And there's a goblin somewhere close by. I hear him. Oh, it's a pack of goblins. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is like the best. Oh, there goes one running off somewhere. Alright. So this is a lot of loot to pick up. And this is why we have the text loot, so we can pick up. So I'm going to pick up, obviously, all the legendaries, the gems, the Veld Crystal, reusable parts, Forgotten Souls, Arcane Dust. I don't need the yellows. I don't need those blues. Picking up just the legendaries.
I'm still waiting.
Let's see here. Death Threats, Veld Crystal. Alright. So it makes it much easier when you have the text to pick up the loot and not worry about getting filled up with all the other stuff that you don't need, really. So here we go. Let's pick up Death's Press.
Need more time.
Arcane Dust. Okay. Some more over here. That's the monster that comes out of the Enchantress weapon, which I like. It's the only reason I have her wield it. Okay. Here's an elite. Oh, look at that. He instantly died. I don't know if you saw the little orbs come out of him, but those orbs come out. And here's some more. There's the orbs. Get away from the explosions. Come back. Pick up your loot. There he goes. See the orbs on the ground. Now your character has a gold and health pickup radius. That dictates how far away those orbs can be from you, and it automatically, you pick them up automatically. And of course, sometimes you're going to have to actually physically pick them up with your character. Here's another elite. See those orbs pop out, and I automatically pick those in, and it goes into my progress bar. Let's see, here we go. Oh, here comes Rift Guardian. I didn't even see the Rift Guardian, but apparently he was here and I killed him. Alright, let's go back over here and pick up the loot. Usually when it's at the end of the rift, I'll pick up everything because I'm going to teleport back to town. But right now I'm not teleporting because I'm seeing if I can find a pylon to see if I can show you something. Here we go. Okay, so let me clear the area around it. Okay, so when someone's wearing Nemesis bracers, and in this case I have my follower wearing it, okay, and you hit a shrine or a pylon, oh, Hold on. They're still coming after me. Normally, when you hit it, all you get is the special power of the shrine or pylon. But if you have the Nemesis bracers, it makes an elite pop out. And you're going to see it's a yellow monster. See the yellow monster? I know. I didn't have to do much and it died almost instantly. But the yellow monsters drops more death breaths, and it also drops the orbs that you need to fill the progress bar, which we don't have showing anymore because we already completed the rift by killing the Guardian. If you don't have the Nemesis bracers on, or your follower doesn't have it, then you don't get that elite. And when you're running with other people doing greater rifts, and you're going to have someone, say, I have NEMs, that means they're the ones who need to be touching those pylons and shrines. So here comes another, oh, here's another one. Let's see if I can kill everything around it. Okay, so I'm going to touch it. There's the elite. You see the elite right there. There's the elite. And it's dead. And you want those. The more elites you have, the more orbs you get, the faster your progress bar fills. And especially with the greater rift, you have a 15-minute time limit. Obviously, you want to fill that progress bar as fast as you can. So now I'm just gonna fill up my backpack. Oh, I'm full. All right. So remember, I have to turn numlock off. So I press the 1-4 key and numlock. It stops me from automatically casting those skills. T teleport, go back home. I'm going to talk to Auric. So close the rift. There we go. Come here, identify all my items. Put away my gems. See if there's anything. Here's another potion. I already have this potion in here. I'm good. See if there's anything. Homing pads, that's what you want for your follower. This is an ancient one that's pretty good. It is because as a demon hunter, you're a dexterity character, so your drops usually have the dexterity skill on there or stat on there. Your scoundrel is a dexterity character, so I would give this to a scoundrel. You might need to use the Miriam to change a dexterity stat into intelligence for your enchantress because that's her skill. It also doesn't hurt if you give them, if I can give the enchantress this just how it is, but we do usually want to max out whatever the follower's main stat is. So there is nothing. Couple 9 series satchels, but I don't need any of these. So go ahead and salvage them. First, I'm going to repair. Get into the habit of doing that. Get rid of all your yellows. Get rid of all your blues. Here we go. Click enter, click enter. And my shards is almost full. So I'm going to spend some shards. I am doing chest pieces. And salvage them.
Are you ready? Don't forget, luck always changes. What a steal. Don't forget, luck
Alright.
always changes.
And hopefully this helps you understand a little better how to use your God DH. Thank you.